What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1983 movie, Eddie and the Cruisers. The movie is directed by Martin Davidson and written by him and Arlene Davidson, and this movie follows a band named Eddie and the Cruisers who had a big hit album, and their second album ended up not being released, and after they announced they weren't going to release it, the leader Eddie had was in a car crash, and his body was never found. And 20 years later, the first album is re-released and becomes an even bigger hit than it was when it was first released, and they're doing a music documentary on the band and the mysterious disappearance of their second album that was stolen from the studio. And there's a reporter that thinks that Eddie might still be alive. This movie was pretty good. I have seen this one. I couldn't remember if I had or not. And Papa Wayne had recommended me to review this movie. Thank you for recommending me to do this one. And I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. It has a lot of really good music, especially the song On the Dark Side, which is probably the song that the movie's known for. I think this song actually became a bigger hit than the movie did, from what I was reading. But I really enjoyed all the music in this movie, but that one was the standout song. But it's a really good movie. The cast in here are all really good. Michael Pear plays Eddie, and he does a really good job. His singing is really good, although I think that he sings in the movie, because I think the actual songs and stuff are done by John Cafferty, who does the music for the movie. But I thought that he was good as the character. Tom Berenger plays Frank, who's like their lyricist, and he's really good too. And Helen Schneider is Joanne, who's kind of like his love interest. She's really good in here too. She's really likable, and she's actually really good looking too. But all of the characters in this movie are good. And Ellen Barkin plays Maggie. This was one of her first movies, if not her first movie. She's a reporter, and she's really good in here too, especially seeing that she didn't really want to be in this movie. She just did it so that she could pay her rent. But I thought her performance was really good in here, even though she kind of has disowned the movie and acts like it doesn't exist, and it's kind of ungrateful about it. I still thought she was good in here. And like the sets and stuff are really good, and it does a really good job with having that 1960s feel to it in some scenes, and then it goes back and forth between the 60s and 80s, and I thought that was really cool, because I thought they did a really good job on that. Like the costumes and stuff for the 60s and stuff were really good. And it's just a really good movie with a great music, and it's a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen it, I definitely would recommend it. I know that I think it has like a cult following. I read that it wasn't a huge hit and stuff, but it kind of regained popularity over a few years after it came out, and everything. But it wasn't like a huge hit when it first came out. But I thought it was still a really good movie and everything. It would have been one that I probably would have been really interested in if I would have been alive in the 80s. I would have wanted to see it when it first came out. But I just thought it was a really fun movie and everything. I'd say I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's really worth checking out and everything if you haven't seen it. So anyway, that's my review for Eddie and the Cruisers. Thank you again, Papa Wayne, for recommending me to do this one. I'll be reviewing Eddie and the Cruisers 2, Eddie Lives tomorrow. Or, well, actually later today, because it's pretty late right now. But I'll be reviewing that later this evening and everything. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.